Hi everybody, welcome back on Lit Up with Annie. In this session, we are going to talk about Edmund Spenser, the next poet in Renaissance poetry and in the Elizabethan age. We've already talked about Philip Sidney and Sir Wyatt and Surrey. Now Edmund Spenser. So Spenser was born somewhere around 1552 in London, England. It's 1552 or 1553 and or 1559. Spenser's most famous work is the epic poem The Fairy Queen. Now, Fairy Queen you must have all heard about. Fairy Queen consists of some 6 books. Each of the book he dedicated it to a virtue, and there are some major characters in this work. So he began writing this in the late 1570s and he continued to work until his death. What kind of a work it is? It is an allegorical work. It celebrates the virtue. As I said, that it's dedicated to virtues. So it celebrates the virtues of the Tudor dynasty and explores themes of chivalry. See, now when you know what is Tudor dynasty, you know the kings and queens of the Tudor dynasty. Whenever you hear the word Tudor, you should be able to remember all the list of the queens and kings and the queens that were there in the Tudor dynasty. You will enjoy reading it. So when you know about this, you know that, okay, Edmund Spenser is celebrating the virtues, the good things about the Tudor dynasty, and it explores the themes of chivalry, virtue, and the pursuit of moral life. This work. यहाँ पे ठीक कर लो. This is 1599. The date of his death. Now, as I said, the poem consists of 6 books. Each is focused on a different knight who represents a particular virtue. So there are the characters, there are different knights, and each of the knight represents a different virtue. जैसे chivalry हो गई, temperance हो गया. It combines elements of romance, epic, and allegory, and has been widely interpreted as a commentary on the political and religious turmoil of the Elizabethan age. It's a long work. As I said, 6 books hain. You should read the summary of each book. So romance is there, epic is there, allegory is there, and it has been interpreted. Various scholars have interpreted it in different terms. It can be seen as an important text if you want to understand the politics of the times, the religious, what kind of religious turmoil was there in the Elizabethan era. So it's a very nice book to talk about that, to understand the politics and the religious turmoil of Elizabethan age. Now Edmund Spenser ने Spenserian stanza को develop किया. Spenserian stanza क्या है? It is a verse with 9 lines. Rhyme scheme A B A B B C B C C. And his use of language and imagery influenced later poets like John Milton and Romantic poets. Spenserian stanza has been used widely. It has been used by other poets also. Spenser ने develop किया. So you can understand this 9-line and rhyme scheme A, B, B, C, B, C, and last में again C. In addition to Fairy Queen, he wrote many other works, important works, and we have the Shepherd's Calendar, Epithalamion. Epithalamion is a marriage song. तो ये एपिथैलमियन भी इन्होंने अपनी मैरिज को सेलिब्रेट करने के लिए लिखा था विद एलिजाबेथ बोयल. Spenser's views on Ireland, see, he lived in Ireland for a bit, and he has talked about Ireland, the state of Irish people, and it has been in controversy. So he wrote a work also. It was called A View of the Present State of Ireland, and he has expressed his opinion about the colonization. See, English people were there, no? Scotland also, Ireland also, English people were ruling. It was very much later that it was separated. So here also many people have talked about Ireland, कि आयरलैंड की कंडीशन बहुत ख़राब थी. उसके बारे में बहुत लोगों ने बात की है, बाद में भी बात की है. we'll see in other works. So he wrote this work, A View of the Present State of Ireland, and he has expressed his opinions on colonization and English presence in Ireland, often advocating harsh policies towards the Irish population. How the English people were staying there and they were advocating some very harsh policies towards the Irish population. Here, this is the work. What was the inspiration for Spenser? He drew inspiration from classical literature, especially Greek and Roman writers. Okay, and जैसे कि Homer's Iliad, Virgil's Aeneid. So his writing style often reflects that, the influence of these epic works, Homer's Iliad, Virgil's Aeneid. If we look at the Fairy Queen a little bit, so Spenser had initially planned to write 12 books, but he was unable to complete the entire work. पहले तो 12 books लिखना था, but he couldn't complete. Each book is divided into numerous cantos. What are cantos? Cantos are divisions. And the poem as a whole spans over 35,000 lines. So each book is dedicated to a specific virtue. For example, holiness. You remember this? It has been in exam also. Holiness, temperance, chastity, friendship, justice, courtesy, with the ultimate goal of promoting a virtuous and harmonious society. Allegory है, तो allegory में इन्होंने क्या किया है, इन virtues को promote किया है कि society में ये virtues होने चाहिए, harmonious society के लिए. So holiness, temperance, chastity, friendship, justice, courtesy. The poem features numerous characters, both humans and mythical. So mythology is also one of the themes of the work because it has mythological characters also. The central character is Red Cross Knight. अब हर एक जो नाइट है, हमने पहले देखा ना, नाइट्स हैं बहुत सारे, and these knights represent some specific virtue. So these are some of the central characters. Red Cross Knight, who represents the virtue of holiness. There are other notable characters, जैसे Una, representing truth, Britomart, representing chastity, Arthur, embodying the ideal of the perfect knight and the glory of England. And you also have to see which character represents a real life character. For example, which of the characters represent is a kind of a dedication to Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth. So you have to check that. So a bit of the dates. 1579 he wrote the Shepherd's Calendar, and remember that it was published under the pseudonym Immerito. 1590 the Fairy Queen, book 1 to 3 only. 91 he wrote Complaints. It was a collection of poems. 9 poems are there in this. 1595 बहुत सारे works हैं. Amority, very important again. Epithalmion, Astrophel, a pastoral elegy upon the death of most notable and valorous knight Sir Philip Sidney. So who wrote an elegy upon Sir Philip Sidney? Edmund Spenser. Then Colin Clout's Come Home Again, another work. 1596 he wrote Prothalmion, the Fairy Queen, books 4 to 6. Prothalmion, for daughter he wrote again. These are some of the posthumous publications. 1609 2 cantos of Mutability, published together with a reprint of the Fairy Queen. So this was a question in the exam. Then 1633 A View of the Present State of Ireland, that we just saw. It is a prose treatise on the Reformation of Ireland. So this is a background and the major works of Edmund Spenser. Please start working on reading the summaries of these works. Okay, I will see you in the next session with another writer. Thank you. Please share the video and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet.